Flashback.
Anyone who falls asleep, it's an automatic disqualification.
Okay, I'll try and remember that.
How are we doing? Are we just writing it on notepads, or are we doing you showing the answers like this? Or
Probably just write it down, just because
just write it down.
I'm a bit snookered for showing it on this.
Fair enough.
Fine. Honesty is the best policy anyway.
Plus, I trust all of three of you implicitly.
I've got my phone next to me just in case,
Just in case you have to look at an answer.
So you see we go.
His French assistant, Google.
Yes. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Who directed Star Wars?
Who the hell is Alec Guinness?
Yeah.
Andy, why do you keep saying Alexa right before Scott asks the question?
It's like that coughing situation and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Oh, Google.
End of flashback.
A long time ago, well, not that long ago, about 2.5 years ago, somewhere in Glasgow, a bunch of people had too much time on their hands. And now, here we are, Quiz Showdown 21, Quiz Showdown goes Galactic. There's two references there in one. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Scott McLeod, clearly put here because, well, they don't want me winning again. I've been forced to give up the Quiz Showdown Championship that I won last time, and so I have 3 semi-decent challengers ready to go through 6 grueling rounds to become the new Quiz Showdown champion. What these men need to remember is quizzing is a game. It has rules. I need to be serious about those rules because it's not a game.
Okay,
if you get that reference, if anyone gets what that reference is from, I'll love you forever. But you've heard one of the participants. He's usually producing this, but he's also competing. He's putting his money where his mouth is for once. In a lot of ways, these men are like characters from a galaxy far, far away. This man is lit like Jar Jar Binks of the ESSR universe. He was brought in with a lot of hype. They thought he was the key to everything. Everyone saw through that very quickly and realised he's just a guy doing annoying voices. He's Daniel Campbell.
Miss, I don't understand why people don't like me.
I can think of several reasons.
They're fun. Oh, it was great. Now they say it's a bombard. Why?
Our next panelist is a lot like Han Solo. He's a bit cool, quite suave. The ladies love him. And then recently, he got a movie made about him that nobody asked for. He's Andy Mitchell.
Hey, that's good. I like that. I wish I had that Han Solo's hair, but I don't.
Or any hair.
Or any hair, yeah. I was bald as Darth Vader after he got set on fire. That's how bald I am. It's good to be here. Nice to see you again, Scott.
It's decidedly average to see you again, Andy. And finally, making what some would say is a long-awaited return to the ESSR universe. He is a lot like Boba Fett. He thinks that going away, having long periods between getting to see him on screen will help keep his mystique and keep him looking cool. But in a few years, much like Boba Fett, he too will have a Disney Plus series that makes everybody think, was he really that good to begin with? He is the former GOAT, David Campbell.
The only goat Alan McLucas can go and suck a turd if he thinks that he's anywhere near that title. I am the one and only GOAT, the king of the Listeners League, and I'm happy to be back, Scott. 2 great challengers I've got here today. Daniel Campbell saw what he could do, Star Wars Gauntlet coming in and stealing it right at the end with 1 round. Good win, Daniel. And then Andy Mitchell, a man who starred in a movie that I directed, so I know that he can't remember anything. He can't even remember lines that he's been written for him. So it's going to be fantastic here today. I can't wait to win.
Hashtag David is a racist against dyslexic people.
Question 1, who is Phil Smith? But David, you raised an interesting point. Daniel is a former Star Wars trivia winner. Andy Mitchell is happy to be here. But you...
I'm just here for the money, like Han Solo.
You thought you were getting paid? But you are internationally recognised as an average Schmodown player. So How do you think your odds are going to go in this Diner Math realm?
It doesn't matter. Nothing will change the fact that I am internationally recognised. I've never said I was good. I've never said I was bad. I just said that some people know I play trivia. So, Scott, none of that's going to change after this match. There are no stakes. Apart from, fun fact, despite winning a Quiz Showdown, I've never won the Quiz Showdown Championship. So I would like to add that to my resume here today.
Well, he adds to the resume. let's find out. Gentlemen, let's play Quiz Showdown.
Sponsored
Yeah.
by the only steaks that are around, Shettleston Steaks.
Hashtag justice for Hockney. Here we go. Let's do this.
Round 1 is called Minutes on Screen.
Oh my
Right.
fuck.
Simple. I've got 6 characters here. I've tried to go for ones that only appeared in one at a push 2 Star Wars movies. And I want you to tell me in minutes and seconds how long they appeared physically on screen, how much screen time they got in the Star Wars movies they appeared in. You got 6 characters. The first character, Qui-Gon Jinn in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. How many minutes of screen time did Qui-Gon Jinn get?
Oh, Scott. You
Ooh,
seduced
David,
me.
Saucy.
I don't know who the hell you are. Or
Oh,
why
my
you've
little
made this
marshmallow,
question.
you. Liam Neeson, what a guy.
Prepare for 0 points in this round, by the way. What a
know.
round this is.
Oh, just you wait.
We're off to a roaring start. This is just like Solo.
Don't please
I know,
don't
I've,
mention
I've,
that movie.
still, I've still not seen Solo,
I enjoyed so.
and I refuse not.
Question number 2. Next character. Still sticking with the Phantom Menace. Now on to my favourite Star Wars character, Darth Maul. How many minutes and seconds of screen time does Darth Maul get in the Phantom Menace? We're not in person, but I can just feel the tension seeping through the screen here. Okay, we're moving on to our third character, and moving on to the film Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
And possibly the best part of that film, or one of them, Count Dooku. How many minutes of screen time, in seconds that is, at least, does Count Dooku get in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones? And yes, to answer your question, if you're wondering at home, I will be saying the full movie title every single time,
I like it.
because I'm
Excellent.
consistent.
I respect it.
Good. Twice
More
the
or less.
pride, double the fall.
More or less than Maul. More or less than Maul.
My favourite detail about Dooku is that when, and see the Lego games they did,
Yeah.
in the most recent one, the Skywalker saga, if you have Dooku interact with Darth Vader, Vader will say, "My powers have now exponentially grown since our last time, Count." To which Dooku will reply, "Good. Exponential growth, exponential fall."
Nice. Now we're
Excellent.
taking a jump to the original trilogy for number 4. Now, old Ben Kenobi. How many minutes of screen time did old Ben Kenobi, portrayed by Alec Guinness, get in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope? Alec Guinness, famously a lifelong fan of the money he made from Star Wars and nothing else.
To quote that man, I'm getting too old for this.
He was the original Harrison Ford, and I respect it.
I heard a story, supposedly it's from Carrie Fisher, who said that Mark Hamill annoyed Alec Guinness so much by asking him questions about acting that eventually he gave him 20 quid to leave him alone.
No, there's some great stories that Alec Guinness where it's like kids would come up to him and be like, "I love you in Star Wars," like, and they would just basically like, tell him to fuck off. It's like, why don't you talk to me about Bridge on the whatever it is?
River Kwai.
Yeah, that's it.
Number 5, second last one. In Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, how many minutes of screen time was given to everyone's second favourite smuggler, Lando Calrissian?
Scott. See, these are all guesses, so I'll be so impressed if anyone gets a point
Yeah,
here.
same.
Like,
Yeah,
if
I'm
anyone,
definitely not getting anything.
if anyone gets something here, I will hand them the win right now. I will make the
I'm not
title
even
myself and
bothering
hand it
putting,
over.
I'm not even bothering putting seconds because it's like,
You know,
what if I'm like one above?
David,
felt
keep
second
careful.
row.
Be careful how often you go ooh, and that soft tone. You're getting into William Regal territory here.
Ooh, you
Don't
saucy
say-
thing, you.
Don't
Oh,
say
you
that's
little
you.
chocolate digestive, you.
Don't you dare say that's your scrumptious apple tart.
Oh, scurry, man with the mask.
Uh,
That
final
was a
one for this.
mouthful, said the actress to the bishop.
Final one for this round. Number 6 from Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. How many minutes of screen time were given to Jabba the Hutt?
Oh, brown.
Yes.
I don't know what that was either.
Yeah, I get the feeling, Scott, if you wanted points scored on this, you should have got Hockney in on this.
Oh,
I tried. He's in a self-imposed exile from Showdown at the minute.
And Daniel, Data's another franchise altogether. So
True that actually. Yeah.
I mean, it might get easier from here on out, but this round, when I figured out the idea of doing a Star Wars quiz and I got the approval to do it, I thought this is one of the first rounds I thought of.
it's a good one. It's a fun one.
All right, let's quick fire through these. What did you put down for Qui-Gon Jinn?
I put 49 minutes. I forgot how long the Phantom Menace was. So I was like, I know he's in it for most of it. So,
David?
He's the main character, so I went with a generous ever 20 minutes.
Daniel Campbell?
I had a feeling they would have swerved us with how much other stuff was in the film, so I put 57, 54.
Oh, gentlemen. You know, he has the most time out of any of the six I gave you, but you're all off. The exact time I have here for Qui-Gon Jinn is 35 minutes, 30 seconds.
oh
Wow.
Yep.
Lord.
You just give points for the one who was the closest.
That was a
Within
cross.
30 seconds.
Yeah, but no one was going to get it within 30 seconds.
Like if it was Price is Right rules, he would have said.
You shouldn't measure stuff by how fast you are.
But,
Scott, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
also, he did say that was the most. All of my times were under that. So we're in there for a chance.
Yeah, true.
Daniel Campbell, Darth Maul, how much time?
I've got 10 and a half minutes.
David Campbell,
13 minutes, 20 seconds.
Andre Michel.
17 minutes.
Oh, Daniel, if you just went further down a few minutes, you would have got it. He had bang on 6 minutes.
Oh,
Was that? Oh,
way.
Damn.
You get 6 minutes, and in all that time, you get to say a grand total of 3 lines.
Yeah.
But did you count both halves when you split as well? You know, as separate entities. That extra 30
Thank you,
seconds.
Dad.
yeah, double. It's double time.
Count Dooku in episode 2.
Now I fear I'm far off, but I went for 15 minutes.
Andrew.
Andrew, Scott, I went with 32 minutes.
And Daniel.
I went for 13 minutes.
Oh, this is going to be a long night. Count Dooku got a grand total of 9.5 minutes.
9 minutes.
Oh, God.
You remember, Count Dooku doesn't appear till very late on in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that
because
including the bust of his head in the Jedi library?
Oh, don't you start that.
Just saying.
it's just that it goes to. I've not seen these films in so long, but it just goes to show the memes just make them seem like they're in it for so much longer.
Yeah.
Like the memories. Like honestly, 6 minutes for Darth Maul. That's just insane.
Daniel, Ben Kenobi. How long did you put?
Ben Kenobi, I had no idea, so I just put 21 minutes.
Andy?
I put 26 minutes. Ooh, I thought 24, but that was too small. But 28 was too long.
David?
I went for 19 minutes.
Oh, David, you don't know how close you are, my friend.
Oh,
17
no.
minutes 30.
Oh!
He's that close. I'm almost willing to go outside my own rules, but I don't know because we're 4 questions into a 6-round quiz and we've not had
Yeah, all 0.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I'll just put in the edit, you can just go, so that was round 1.
It worked. It worked too well. Number 5, Lando. Let's get through this humiliation quickly. David?
7 minutes.
Andy?
22 minutes. I've been way too generous.
A lot of ways. Daniel?
8.5.
Oh, you know what? It's slightly outside, but I'm giving Daniel 1 point.
Ooh.
Lando Calrissian had 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
I want the point
complaining, I'll
for
take
number 4. I want the point for number 4.
I offered to give you the point.
Yeah, and now I've decided to take that offer because Daniel got a point.
He was far closer than you, though.
Nah.
I'm leaving you as an example.
Nah.
Okay, final one. Jabba the Hutt.
Well, I said 13 minutes. So, or
Andy
just a
says 13.
shit answer.
Let's just
Me?
get it over. Yes.
4.
And Daniel?
I decided to go for all the 4, so it's 4:44.
Don't start that. Jabba the Hutt was in Star Wars for 6 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So, hold on. Need to get my maths, my calculator. Daniel has 1 point, the rest of you has fuck all.
Yes, a big fat
I
0.
retire undefeated. Thank you very much.
Like you said, I think I made this round work a little too well.
Yeah.
Really?
No, that was hard. I don't know why. You forget. It's like they're on the screen for such a short time, but they just live on in your memory.
Well, also, you never count the minutes someone is on screen, Andy.
No.
I mean, to be fair, like when it was Count Dooku, I was almost going to go like, oh, I think that was maybe 2 hours, but then I remembered that this was Star Wars and not Lord of the Rings.
Or Dracula.
Or that, yeah.
Well,
Or
lads,
the man with the golden gun.
Well, lads, we still have plenty of ground to make up, still many chances for points. We go into round 2, which might be a little bit easier. We have round 2, which is titled, I stole this title probably from Mishmoden, please don't sue me, even though you don't exist anymore. Small Screen Star Wars. This is live action, though, so it'll primarily be Mandalorian, Kenobi, and Book of Boba Fett. No Andor, as it's still airing at time recording, and so far I found it a little dull. Question 1 from Small Screen Star Wars. How does George Lucas make a cameo in Mandalorian Season 1? Each of these questions are worth, I'll say, 2 points, by the way. Be generous to me. I counted this on a quiz myself that I completed some time ago, and it got me, so I thought it might be good for this quiz. In Season 2, we discover Cobb Vanth in possession of Boba Fett's Mandalorian armor. What I want you to tell me is, how did Cobb Vanth come into possession of Boba Fett's armor? The silence is deafening. How are you guys feeling about this round compared to the last?
That first question was a doozy. That was a very good one.
Please, lads, my head is getting too big with all these compliments. It's almost out of screen.
Okay, you're an arsehole.
That's just brought me crashing back down to earth.
Glad to help.
Like a shot out TIE fighter. Speaking of Boba Fett, in the show Book of Boba Fett, what is the name of the Wookiee bounty hunter that inevitably becomes an ally of Boba Fett in the series?
To say that name too many times on my reviews.
Just to show off that you can pronounce it.
I can't remember, so I put a joke answer.
That's why you're here, Andy, for the comedy. These two nerds here with their right answers.
One right answer so far.
So hey, did you get a load of the nerds? Pardon me.
Question number 4. Ming-Na Wen is known for playing the character Fennec Shand in both Bad Bat. I just told you the fucking answer to the question. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is Quiz Showdown 6 all over again.
Can we please edit this out? Ming-Na Wen plays the character of Fennec Shand in The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, but she also reprised the character for an animated show. What was that show? Fuck it, you have done shite so far, might as well.
I'm going to guess that shite Ewok show.
I am going to guess that the Grinch's dog is called Max.
You know what the issue is? I've got the questions here, but I've also got the answers right next to them, so I can keep
It's like,
tracking.
it's like in the British office where he's like, "Oh, I've got a question about the bridge or something." That goes, "What is this bridge that goes through through this place?"
Ming-Na is an icon. That's all I'll say.
She is. Yeah. That's a question. Back to make sure I keep an eye on my fucking questions. I don't read the answers out. Question 5. We're talking about Kenobi now. What is the name of the fortress that Obi-Wan has to break into to rescue young Leia in episode 4 of the series?
Oh, no.
See, I played like Jedi Fallen Order, and I know it pure never.
Not gonna lie, I played that mission the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
See, this is really part of my plan. I accidentally give you an answer to make it easy, then I give you a question you don't like in the next one. I'm just really here to fuck with your minds. Final question for small.
Who died and called you Stephen Wilson?
How? Now, The main villain, you can say, of Kenobi in a lot of ways is Reva the Inquisitor, who has a grudge against Obi-Wan Kenobi. But what is her rank within the Inquisitors? What is Reva's rank within the Inquisitors? All right, David, you're the one who used to do shows reviewing Mandalorian. I'll start with you. How does George Lucas cameo in Mandalorian Season 1?
Never knew he did. I'm going to say the voice of an Imperial officer or stormtrooper.
You would be wrong. Andy Mitchell.
I put down that he was basic cargo cryogenically frozen in Mando's ship.
Interesting. Daniel Campbell.
My guess is his name appeared in Orabesh writing somewhere.
Well, believe it or not, Andy Mitchell has got it bang on. In the first episode, when you see several people frozen in carbonite, George Lucas is amongst them.
Yeah, I remember seeing that trivia pop out, so I was like, I remember that. I don't know why, but I remember that.
Well, there you go. 2 points to Andy Mitchell. He's currently in the lead as of now.
Oh God!
So far, so good.
Oh,
only downhill from here.
Enjoy it.
Daniel, how does Cobb Vanth come into possession of Boba Fett's armor?
Sold to him by Jawas?
I'll take that. Yes, he bought it off some Jawas. Does anyone have a different answer?
Bought it from Jawas as well.
I said the Jawas had it, and he had it after.
Look at that. David Campbell is finally on the scoreboard.
David said, explain how. It's like money could be paid for goods or services.
The Jawas had it. Because I was writing in train of thought, I was like, so how did it get taken off a Boba? And that's when I wrote the Jawas had it.
It was the Jawas, I tell you.
They stripped him.
Dirty. Andy Mitchell, I'm sure you have a joke answer for this. What is the name of the Wookiee bounty hunter from Book of Boba Fett?
I put not Chewbacca.
Nah, very funny.
Technically correct, but not enough for a point.
Honestly, couldn't remember.
It's Black Chrysanthemum, not Black Adam. Cinemas, it's Black Chrysanthemum.
It's Adam. Just call him Adam.
Yes, it is Black Chrysanthemum. Daniel Campbell, did you have that?
I had Chrysanthemum as well, yep.
So I'm curious, what did everyone put for the animated show that might now win reprised their role as Fennec Shandon?
Is it the Bad Batch?
It's the Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch.
That Bad Bitch is in the Bad Batch.
Andy, did you have Bad Batch?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, of course you did. For those who are familiar with Star Wars Fallen Order, what is the name of the fortress that Obi-Wan must break into to rescue Princess Leia? Daniel Campbell?
The Fortress Inquisitoris.
Yes.
Fuck off.
The only place in the Star Wars universe that sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Oh, fuck off.
I put Fort William.
I literally... I put the Inquisitor's Fortress.
You're so close.
Again, technically correct, but not enough for the point.
Yeah. Oh, God's sake. They had to go that's J.K. Latin fucking... Oh.
I like... Who's his catchphrase used to say, that's a good answer, but it's not fact.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And finally, what is Reva's rank within the Inquisitors? David, I'll stick with you.
It was either the 7th or what I went with, the 3rd sister.
She is indeed the 3rd sister.
Fine. I was between that and the 2nd sister, and I was like, sure, I've heard Darth go for sister.
To clarify the whole Jedi Fallen Order thing, the 2nd sister is in Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. And the 7th sister is in Rebels.
That's where I've got it from.
7th sister and 9th sister appear.
There's also another sister that appears. There's also another sister, I believe she's called the 4th sister, which she's credited as in both Obi-Wan Kenobi, but she barely has any lines. She's just always there.
Oh yeah.
One in the background.
So now with that last with the previous round, your score goes up to an 11.
Yes.
Hey. It's final tap of that.
I went from a tenant to a smith.
David?
8.
Oh, there we go. Andy and David are tied with 8 apiece, with Daniel on 11. Round number 3 is called From a Certain Point of View. which is basically a true or false round, but I just wanted to give it that name.
So what
So-
you told us was true from a certain point of view.
The rules are obviously 50-50. I read you a Star Wars related statement, and you tell me truth or false.
Hmm.
If I got 5 here, we'll say 2 points.
True.
Andy, just listen to the questions, and I'll do fine.
False.
Statement number 1. Anthony Daniels appeared in Solo, a Star Wars story, as C-3PO. Anthony Daniels made an appearance in Solo, a Star Wars story, as the character C-3PO. Truth or false?
I like how you're saying truth or false. It's like it's true or false. Who says truth or
He's
false?
too used to truth or
I did.
lies from regular quiz Showdown. I think that's what it is.
I say it how I wish to say it. Statement number 2. A New Hope is the only movie in the original trilogy to be directed by George Lucas. True or false? A New Hope is the only movie from the original trilogy that was directed by George Lucas. I love the confidence increasing upon David Campbell, the speed at which he wrote that answer.
Finally, some Showdown studying coming into play.
Yeah, I feel like this is a pure like trick question, so I'm a bit like,
Have I gone the Vince Russo method while I was swerve you at every turn?
yeah, maybe, yeah.
He's going to book himself to win the bet. We just confirmed it.
We're always going to swerve you.
Statement number 3. There is an episode of The Mandalorian that was filmed entirely without Pedro Pascal. There is an episode of The Mandalorian that was filmed entirely without Pedro Pascal. Not so quick on the draw this time, Mr. Campbell.
If rumors are to be... Rumors only go.
To be fair, that man is in so much stuff. It's like I'm not going to miss it today. Or he might have been.
Statement number 4. No Star Wars movie in the franchise grossed more than $1 billion before Disney took over. No Star Wars movie grossed more than $1 billion
Scott.
worldwide before the Disney takeover. I had several ways of wording that question before I settled on that one. All right, final statement for this round. Return of the Jedi was at one point titled Revenge of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi was at one point to be titled Revenge of the Jedi. You know, this is how I say the words, revenge.
Revenge.
It is sweet. Revenge is sweet, but if you're an AEW, it's
too sweet.
It's devil horns.
It's a recipe to get you fired.
It's suspended.
Andy, true or false? And Anthony Daniels appeared as C-3PO in the movie Solo.
I went false. I haven't seen it, so I entirely don't have a clue.
You are correct, sir. It is false. He did appear in the movie, but apparently I don't know. I didn't look into it more, but he did play a different character. But he wasn't in it
He
as
played
C-3PO.
C5PO.
Wow.
I know I don't think he did the physical portrayal. I was pretty sure he had a voice line, but I might be wrong. But
No, 3PO's. I cannot remember. If you can tell me where 3PO's in that movie, let me know. I just couldn't remember him being in it.
So a false from David, one from Andy. Daniel, did you put false?
false. Actually, no, sorry, I put true, so I'm wrong on that one.
His lead is slipping. David, A New Hope is the only film in the original trilogy to be directed by George Lucas. You were quite quick on the draw. I put yours down, so I'm assuming you're confident.
Yes, it's Irvin Kershner who did Empire Strikes Back and someone else who did Return of the Jedi, so it's true.
Richard Marquand did Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
but it was co-directed by George Lucas. Was the third one? That's why I was like, "Is that a trick question?" Because
no,
technically
it was just Richard Marquand who was credited, Andy.
Well, how come it says in the thingy co-directed?
Lucas did I think some of the Lucas I think did some of the second unit stuff, but the director credit overall goes to Richard Marquand.
Talk to the DGA, Andy. Don't talk to us. All right.
I'm checking out now. Right now, I'm doing another one because I remember seeing that.
Scott, he is on his phone.
I've got
the phone's down. I will not stand for this. There's a time and a place for fun and enjoyment. It's not on this quiz. Okay, so the answer was true. Daniel, to you for this one. There is an episode of The Mandalorian filmed entirely without Pedro Pascal.
True.
It is true. It is episode 4 of season 1. He was not on set. All of it. He came back to voice his parts later on, dub it over but entirely during the film he was not on set, and it was his stunt actor inside the suit for all of the scenes.
For reference, it's the one where him and Cara Dune have that fight, and then they have like the Mexican standoff moment, and then they look to the side, and Grogu's sat there with a cup of soup.
Yes, and then they have to protect the village for a bit.
Yeah.
So the answer to that is true.
Yeah.
Okay, the one that may cause a bit of attention, depending on how we phrase it. No Star Wars movie grossed more than $1 billion worldwide before Disney took over.
I know this one. It's true because of the Phantom Menace re-release. It made over $1 billion upon re-release, which was before Disney took over.
Oh, you see, that's where I'm having some issue there, David. Because I've found 5 movies that grossed over $1 billion from the Star Wars franchise. 4 of them are after the Disney takeover. I found that it was listed $1 billion from Phantom Menace, although I found nowhere in my research did it mention that this tied into the re-release.
Yeah, but that counts though, because it's his entire run. So it's true.
Return of the Jedi was at one point to be titled Revenge of the Jedi.
True.
Andy, I'll go to you.
Yeah, true. Because it's like poster
true.
materials and stuff.
There was even posters, yes. I believe it was his co-writer suggested George Lucas though that Return of the Jedi sounded a bit. He didn't like the title Return of the Jedi, so George Lucas changed it, and then he changed his mind again because he thought Jedis don't seek revenge; they're about peace and all that.
See, I have heard that, Scott, but I only got that because of Daniel's face screamed to me true. So I just went with true because of that.
You know these weird places you find bits of information. Do you know how I know that this is true?
Go on.
I found this out years ago through the show Storage Wars, because one of the guys buys a storage unit with a jacket that has Revenge of the Jedi on the back of it.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Also appears in Bioshock 3, where they go to an alternative reality and it shows you on the billboard Revenge of the Jedi. So
Interesting.
Andrew, you're meant to be one of the only people on this show that isn't in there. You're ruining your credibility.
no, I am an else. I've got the original.
David, what did you get for that round?
I'm an 8.
You're an 8. Okay, Andy Mitchell.
I got 8 as well.
All right, so you're both on 16 now. You're both still tied. You just can't get away from each other.
No, it's like a story of our lives, David.
No.
He just wishes he knew how to.
We're like star-crossed lovers. We're like Hannibal Lecter and Will Graham in that terrible Hannibal series.
Daniel, what did you get?
I got 6, which takes my total to 17. I'm still ahead, bitches.
By the slightest bit. I'm going to keep it at 2 points for this one because some of them are harder than others. I think I was really happy with this. This is one of my only visual rounds.
Oh.
You'll probably see this in post on the video version. If you're listening to the audio version, you might want to switch to video for this one because round 4 is called Whose Lightsaber Is It Anyway?
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu. Anyway, but this is another one of the rounds I immediately thought of when I got the idea to do a Star Wars quiz. Basically, I'm going to show you the hilt of someone's lightsaber. I'm not going to show you let up because, that'll be too obvious. But I'm going to show you just by the hilt of the lightsaber.
Stop saying hilt, they're making it sound sexual.
Grab it by the hilt.
Oh, go too far. You must find the hilt first.
There are 8
There's a disturbance in my thoughts.
Oh, no, that's too high. You must go lower.
They're the power of the dark side.
No. Basically, there's 8 of these based on the hilt on the image here. You need to tell me who does this lightsaber belong to? If David can compose himself.
I'm fine. Keep going.
If you keep going, I'll be Qui-Gon.
Oh. Of course I know. He's me.
All right, lads.
Tell him to stop.
Why?
The voice is too good. The voice is.
I think it's terrible.
It's honestly brilliant. It's spot on.
Right, lads. Whose lightsaber is this?
No, I was just thinking about the other stuff you do when you have to send it. So I thought we were going to have to do an impersonation of someone's lightsaber.
What the fuck?
I'd like to see you.
That's not a lightsaber.
That's not how you swing.
That's Saba with his head cut off from Power Rangers. That is not a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's from the upcoming gritty reboot of Power Rangers. Some weird stuff happens to Saba in that one.
Whose is that? Jesus Christ.
Well, that's the question here. If we knew that, it wouldn't be a quiz. Okay, I told you.
Pretty sure I've got this, I think.
Some of them will be easier than others. I told you that going in.
Yeah.
All right, prepare for number 2. Whose lightsaber is this?
Maybe if I say the same answer for everyone, I'll be right eventually.
If in doubt, go for Quacko's safety answer of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. Or when Quacko, I asked Quacko director questions in a quiz once, and he answered Steven Spielberg for every answer except the one where it's actually Steven Spielberg.
No. Oh no!
Okay.
Who directed 50 Shades Darker? Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Well, an epic film that would have been. All right, guys. Number 3. Whose lightsaber is this? How are we feeling so far in this round?
I do not enjoy this round.
Yeah. I think I'm 3 for 3.
Fuck you.
Dan, you're going to retain the title of Le Champion of a Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Dude, I'm regaining it. I lost it second time round.
Oh, yeah, so you did.
To Scott Johnson? Scott McDonald, sorry.
Okay.
Fucking Phoebe Waller-Bridge put me out on that one. It's a Fleabag question, if I remember correctly.
All right, lads. Interesting to see who gets this one. Whose lightsaber is this one? Number 4. Halfway there. Whoa-ho, living on a prayer.
I know this answer. This is the one I'm most sure of, Scott.
Well, it's nice to be confident about something, isn't it?
Yeah. At least I've got a point.
Okay. There'll give you a couple here when you find out. You're going to think, oh, you bastard, and that's what the action I'm wanting. Whose lightsaber is this? Number 5.
Ooh.
I know this looks like something you'd find in your local B&Q.
No.
I didn't think we were incorporating this.
Well,
I
see
know.
what thought done.
I know it.
My mum always says, when I said, I thought this, she always says, you see what thought done. Loving woman, my mother.
Sounds it.
That might be the only one I can see the point, but we'll see.
Going into number 6, if you're a fan of some recent Star Wars content, this one might be very obvious to you. Number 6, whose lightsaber is this?
So really,
Right, we got 2 more to go.
Okay.
That was number 6. I don't need to repeat them. Just scroll back and just count how many there are. That's you'll know which one's which. The penultimate lightsaber for this round. Whose lightsaber? This.
It's number 7.
Yes. See, I'm annoyed because I need to then open the option to send images, which means all the images I have on my phone are here. So I'm just making sure I don't accidentally send you something somebody once sent me in WhatsApp. Where I'm like, wait, no, that's not a lightsaber. That's not how you swing. Okay, lads. This is the best image I could get this final lightsaber because the other one had it on a stand with the person's name right under it. So also I couldn't use that.
You could have cut it out.
Yeah, but I'm too lazy for Photoshop. Whose lightsaber is this? It's the final one. I was originally going to have 7, and then I thought maybe make it an even number. Then I stumbled across this. I'm going to be very interested to see what the answers are as we go through this. I mean, I know them, but I want
Is
to
it one or 2 points for this one?
I thought 2 points, given it obviously depended on your knowledge of the particular Star Wars property.
Yeah, I'm fucked. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to get everybody to quickly give me their guess for each one, and then I'll say who was right. Okay, David, quickly, who did you put for number 1?
I went for Ray from Nowhere.
Andy?
I put Mace.
Daniel?
Mace Windu.
Fuck.
Surprise, motherfucker, it is Mace Windu.
I fucking saw a video of him picking his lightsaber the other days.
The fun fact is, on the prop that he actually has, he's got bad motherfucker engraved on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think you should just scoop in and make sure I didn't actually put one up that has my bad motherfucker anywhere. But
I know.
actually
I'd be fuming if I missed that now.
See, that one there, it just looks like a reflection. So I was like, surely it's done it for so long.
The second one, I'll go the reverse order. I knew this one would be one of the easier ones, so you need to have that in this kind of round. Daniel, whose lightsaber is number 2?
That was Count Dooku.
Andy?
Count Dooku.
David?
It's Count Dooku. It's the curved hilt.
Mm-hmm. More elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Andy, who is number 3?
I was confused. I went with Darth. Is it Darth's lightsaber?
Darth who? Which Darth?
Darth Vader, yeah, sorry.
He's opening it up. He's giving himself the best chance possible.
All of them. No, Darth Vader.
All the Darths. No, it's not Darth Vader. Daniel?
Qui-Gon Jinn.
David?
I went for Palpatine.
It is Qui-Gon Jinn.
Very nice.
I was wondering if anyone remembers the scene where obviously it starts to shake and Obi-Wan forces it to kill. Well, I thought that image would, just looking at it, would make you. But yes, this fourth one, I knew this would confuse some people. Anyone, who wants to hazard their guesses? What they think this is? Like David. We'll come to David last. Daniel.
That was Rey, the dark side version of Rey.
Andy?
I'd say Rey, but dark side version as well. Since I was
sure
just
David,
on
I'm sure David is jumping a bit to tell us that it's that as well.
Yaddle? No, it's Dark Rey.
Yes, it's dark-sided Rey. This is it folded up. This is the best version I could get because any version of it, like not folded up, is her holding it. So
yeah,
and it's ignited in that. So obviously
that's what it was. The link, the side. I was like, is that just a reflection or?
I thought I'd recover points there. I thought Daniel would miss that one.
Number 5. Yeah, I almost lost count myself.
Number 5.
All confusion. David, whose is number 5?
Is it Ezra Bridger?
It does belong to Ezra Bridger from Rebels. It is a blaster / lightsaber. Anyone else but Ezra Bridger?
No, I didn't have a clue. So
I've just realised that means I've got another one wrong.
What did you put?
I'm not going to reveal my answer just purely because it will be the later one and it might give some people some heads up.
Wow.
Wow. See,
I know I've got that later one wrong anyway.
see, for number 6, I'll accept calling it by its name or just naming any person who might have wielded it. Who is number 6? Number 6, David Campbell.
Well, I put Din Djarin. It's the dark saber.
It is the dark saber.
Yeah. I just put Mando's because dark saber.
You put Mando's. I'll accept that he does wield it currently. Daniel, did you put any
Mando's
particular person? Yeah. Currently wielded by Din Djarin, also wielded by like Bo-Katan, Sabine Wren, and Moff Gideon, is the dark saber.
You forgot Darth Maul. Just saying.
And Darth Maul. Very briefly, it's just the unique nature of the handle. I was wondering if that would confuse anyone.
No, just hopefully that line, bitch Sasha Bankston's get her hands on it. Telling us she's not in the show. Fuck off, Sasha.
I forgot that was Sasha in there. I was like, she looks really familiar. How did I know her?
Yeah.
Andy, whose is number 7?
Oh, that would be telling. Oh, it's Grand Inquisitors.
It does belong to the Grand Inquisitor, David.
Oh, you welcome to my show.
Yes.
What done for so long? Oh. We thought you died, but you didn't.
Yeah, Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Where is she? That's what I remember.
Yeah. I figured I thought like the shape of it might make you think it was another Inquisitor or just a general Inquisitor lightsaber. No, this is specifically the Grand Inquisitor's lightsaber. And the final one, Daniel, I'll come to you for the final one.
Since I got the earlier one wrong, this is Kanan Jarrus.
Did you put Kanan Jarrus for this?
No, I put Ezra Bridger on this one.
So what you did is you took the names and you reversed them. You got them in the wrong order.
Yeah, I thought for whatever reason I remembered one of them having the blaster, but I just got the two characters mixed up. So that's how I got that one wrong.
The recovery.
Did you put Kanan Jarrus there, David Campbell?
I also put Freddie Prinze Jr., wrestling savior, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, I'll never forget you saying, "What Scooby-Doo actor?" And he just put, and Quacker just putting Fred.
He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong.
Sorry, Andy. What did you have?
No, I had no clue.
Andy, what did you get for
I got-
that round?
I got 10 if it's 2 points. So 10 out of 16.
If it is out of 10, it is without 2 points it is 10. So you're on 26 points. David Campbell.
I got 12.
Oh, which puts you on 28 points.
Mm-hmm.
You're pulled ahead, but are you enough to catch up to Daniel Campbell? Daniel, what did you get?
I got 12 points also, so I'm now 1 ahead.
Oh,
29. Oh,
squeaky
2
bum
rounds to
time.
go. I was about to say that. Yes, it is indeed squeaky bum time.
See, if only if I watched those animation Star Wars as well. I don't watch it.
Time of the squeaky bum is upon us. You have 2 rounds left. And this is one for a bit of fun. You need to have this in a Star Wars style round. I think round 5 is simply called Who Said It?
Ah,
Fuck.
Well,
David Campbell said that.
I decided for the last 2 rounds, each question is only worth 1 point, by the way.
Oh.
We're now down to 1 point, so you make these count. I have 8 quotes. You just need to tell me who said them. You don't need to tell me what film they said.
Of course I said him. Of course I know he's me.
Stop. Stop it.
Please, David's penis can only get so erect, Danny. Please stop it.
What's that from as well?
I mean, its shadow is already sticking up on the wall in the background.
I'm going to try to avoid putting on the voice of the person who did it because that'll give it away. But
It's
I'll
a
try to put on.
lightsaber.
Sorry, I just noticed the shadow there.
It's very, very phallic.
I'm just going to put on my best actor voice. So, David, keep this in mind for your next movie in the next 5 years when you decide to make it.
I will. Don't
And he
worry.
makes 20 reasons not to make a movie.
No, 7 reasons not to make a sequel. Andy, get ready.
I'm retired, man.
You say that now.
The big confrontation between Andy and Phil Smith.
Phil Smith, what a name.
Phil Smith
What a
in the
guy.
sequel. This is actually no joke. If we did a sequel, we'd have a talk show called
Like-
Fucking Off. It would be called Fucking Off with Phil Smith.
Fuck off, Phil Smith.
All right, lads. 8 quotes. First quote.
Yeah, you've never had to say it, so it's easier said than done.
Fuck off, Phil Smith.
Yeah, you can do it now, but when there's a camera on you, you've got an angry director who's looking at you like fucking say this line.
There's a camera on me now, and I just said it.
Yeah, but you just got one camera and you've not got a crew around you.
Oh, my cheeks hurt. I'm
You're
sorry.
not in you didn't have to do wrestling training to do this. Did you, Daniel? I did.
No, but he said maybe practice is swinging a
Anyway, sorry.
lightsaber. At least what he's called a lightsaber.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Right.
sorry, I feel taken away from this quiz.
8 quotes. Quote number 1. I'll read them twice just so you can get them.
Ooh,
Quote number 1.
once
Who
is
said
not
this?
enough, but 3 times is too much. I'll read them twice.
Twice shall be the round. 3, too much. 4 is out of the question. Number 1. I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. I'll say that again. I am just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. So I
Sounds
try
like
to do my best Matt Berry impression.
I was going to say, you sound like Stephen Toast.
Ray bloody Purchase.
You sound like Phil Smith.
Phil Smith.
Number 2. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. That again. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I've started doing that voice now, I can't stop. Number 3. Your behavior, Jyn Erso, is continuously unexpected. Your behavior, Jyn Erso, is continuously unexpected.
I've literally just remembered this character's name. I was trying to think of this.
Well, that would
body.
help for this round.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Scott, because I don't want to spoil the latest episode of Andor. But like, I was like, what's the name of this guy again?
Yeah, right. Anyone's got one? Number 4. We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life. We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life.
I used to quote this all the time. Purely because I like to complain.
Because you're used to playing the victim, aren't you?
Yes, well,
You made a whole movie about it.
I've made a podcast career of it, Scott. That's my role in this show for many years.
Daniel, Andy, how are you guys feeling about this round so far? We're halfway through.
That last one, I don't know. But the other ones, I know.
Yeah.
I have a good grasp of who they are.
The third one, I just don't know how to spell it. I can't. I'll pronounce it. All right, if I've got it right,
Well, halfway through, I probably wouldn't have remembered knowing number 4 if I didn't have the name right in front of me.
That's good
This
for you.
one might be one of the easier ones so far. Number 5. Revenge does wonders for the will to live. Don't you agree? And again, revenge does wonders for the will to live. Don't you agree?
Are these all movies, or could they be TV?
It could be TV.
Hmm.
Should have said that at the start. I did have one other quote that was from TV, but it was too long, so I changed it.
Shit.
So only one of these is from TV. So
Is it this one? Can you let us know?
I'll never tell.
Oh,
Yes, there are 7 film ones and 1 TV one hidden in there somewhere.
God.
Right, number 6. Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong. Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong.
Don't know. I just guessed.
Number 7. Permission to get in an X-Wing and blow stuff up. Number 7. Permission to get in an X-Wing and blow stuff up.
What a movie.
It is certainly a
Hi,
movie.
Twitter. Come at me, bros.
Are we ready for the final quote?
Yeah.
Was it made the false be with you?
If only it was. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Is it a bad thing that in my head I just said mentally the line that comes afterwards?
Well, it would help you if that helps you remember to write the answer down.
No, I've got it written down.
Well then, good for you.
Oh, I don't even know. I think this is. I've definitely shot myself in the foot in this round.
Well,
I've worked out which one was the TV one, and I have a good guess for it.
Well, when we get to that last one, going through the answers, I'll even humour you with the line that follows.
Oh, Lord.
Humor is one.
Nerd.
All right. Number 1. Remember, these are only worth 1 point each. David Campbell. Who said the line, "I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe"?
It's the one I'm least confident with. Originally, I wrote Lando, but I went Han Solo.
He put Han Solo. Andy Mitchell.
I put Han Solo, but I think it's not him.
Daniel
Andy.
Campbell.
It was Jango Fett.
It was
yes.
Jango Fett. And
I'm just a simple man trying.
I thought this would trip you up, partly not for the reason I thought it would be because his son Boba would say a similar line when he appears in Mando saying, "I'm a simple man making his way through the galaxy." So, which is meant to be a nod to this line. So I thought I would trip you up for that reason, but it's done in an entirely different way.
I just couldn't hear it. Couldn't hear the line.
Well, I would have said it in the accent, but I would have given it away.
Yeah, 100%.
You should have done.
And possibly offended an entire potential viewing audience.
All that too.
So that's what I'm here for.
ESSR is sorry to come to terms with the release of Scott McLeod.
I regret nothing. Daniel, only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Obi-Wan in episode 3.
Andy?
Yeah, Obi-Wan said that. Oh.
David?
Well, no, Sith deals in absolutes. But absolute, that's one too many.
I was going to say, it is Obi-Wan Kenobi in episode 3, but it would be so much better if this happened. Anakin, you are one of the most devious bastards in all of New York City. Andy, who said the line, "Your behaviour, Jyn Erso, is continuously unexpected"?
Was it Grand? I'm probably going to butcher. Grand Mothma? Is that right? I can't remember the name.
Well, you got the name right, but it wasn't the one I was looking for.
Oh, okay, right.
I've got K2SO.
It was K2SO. David?
I also wrote K2SO.
I don't even know who that is. Who the hell is that?
K2SO was the Imperial security droid that Andor reprogrammed to work with him.
Oh, yeah.
I realised as I'm trying to say it slowly without giving it away, I was like, saying it in this tone sounds like the way a droid would speak, so it didn't really help me. Okay, David, as a self-appointed victim, who said the line, "We seem to be made to suffer, it's our lot in life"?
We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life. It's C3PO.
It was C3PO. He said it in the very first Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I put Tarkin.
Tarkin.
I can't remember.
After he's blown to a billion pieces inside the Death Star.
Yeah, it might have been. Blown into pieces into who?
Andy? No, not Andy. Sorry, not Andy. Daniel.
What I got for that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it very wrong. For some reason, I couldn't remember who it was, so I just had a complete guess, and I put Shmi Skywalker.
Shmi Skywalker.
Yeah,
Daniel is wrong tonight on the quiz.
That's Darth.
I've been wrong before.
It was C3PO, though.
Right.
I'll stick with David, because see if you get this one. Revenge does wonders for the will to live. Don't you agree?
I believe it's television. I believe it's when Darth Maul reemerges in Rebels.
Oh, you are 50% right. It is television, but it is not
Right.
Darth Maul.
I put Palpatine, which it's not.
You're on this council.
Daniel Campbell.
I also had Maul, so I'm not going to get it.
Oh, no. It is a line when the Grand Inquisitor is revealed to still be alive as the third sister lays on the ground before Darth Vader. He says, "Revenge does wonders for the will to live." Don't you agree?
You're not wrong, Scott. Fucking. That's
That's the one that got you.
Yeah.
Andy, I'll stick with you for this one. Who said the line, "Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong"?
I don't know. I just went with Princess Leia. I just feel like that's something she would say. But why are you laughing? It's
you're
you don't
No,
know
I can
Star
imagine her
Wars.
saying that.
Like I know Star Wars.
You're not a geek.
You call yourself a nerd. Daniel Campbell.
Luke Skywalker.
David.
It was Luke Skywalker.
It is. Can someone help me stop using this voice?
No.
Well,
It's the greatest voice in the entirety of New York City.
Okay, Daniel. Second last one. Permission to get in the next thing and blow stuff up.
we're sticking with the same movie. It was Poe Dameron.
Yes, I didn't intend to put two quotes from the same movie close together.
To
And
be fair, it's the longest running bloody Star Wars film, so it's not hard. I put Wedge because I couldn't remember.
David.
It was Dr. Michael Morbius, not Poe Dameron.
Yes, it was Poe Dameron. And the final one, and I guess I have to go to Daniel for this. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
No, Mr. Stay, Mr. God Jar Jar Binks, Mr. the humble servant, as he said to Qui-Gon Jinn.
It was indeed said by Qui-Gon Jinn.
Bastard. I put Princess Leia again, because why not?
What is your fascination with Leia, man?
It's the hell, isn't it? I just think about these headphones, mate. I've got the same green finger.
It's like that. Please give me your scores for that round.
I got one. I got one right out of that.
I got 6.
I also got 6.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the final scores are going into the final round. 27 points to Andy Mitchell. David Campbell has 34 points, and Daniel Campbell has 35.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, very close.
Jesus.
Well, guys, it's time to put the pens and paper down as we're going into the last round. This is a round that took me weeks to complete on its own, and I only just recently finished it. It's the final round, and I was halfway through doing this round that I regretted doing it, but I was already committed. This final round is the whole reason for this quiz in the first place. It's called Wheel of the Fates.
Wheel. I love the wheel. Is Wizarding World on there?
We're bringing in a wheel. Far too many questions for what will end up happening, but each of you are going to get a go answering 6 questions. Only the person whose turn it is will answer the question. They just say it back to me, and we'll mark up their scores. 1 point each. And so out of 6, So this could be where things. Could Andy Mitchell have the comeback of the century? Could Daniel retain the title, or will GOAT finally achieve the long-awaited Quiz Showdown title he has been awaiting? So lads, you know as much of this as I do going this, because I don't know what's going to land on. We're going to go last place to first place. So Andy Mitchell, you're up first.
Yeah.
And lads,
Watch this. I'll get a fucking TV show. I'm like,
goodbye. Take it off the
I'll
wheel.
just leave. I'll just close the laptop.
Please give him solo. Please give him solo. Please give him
Take it
solo.
off.
It's probably obvious, though, isn't it?
Mate, take the Clone Wars animated movie off the wheel, please. Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
all right, lads, say it with me, please. Spin.
Ben,
There.
Wheel.
Give it.
Rogue One. And so Andy has 6 questions on Rogue One, my personal favourite of the Star Wars films.
Seen it like once when it came out in the cinema.
Here are your questions. No hints here, guys. No helping him. Question number 1, Andy. What is the nickname that Jyn Erso's father gives her? What's the nickname that Jyn
Oh,
Erso's
no.
father gives her?
Not a clue. Little Paddy one. I don't know. I don't know.
The official answer is Stardust.
Yeah.
Calls her Stardust.
Stardust.
Hey, you and me, we can ride on the star.
Oh, what a movie. What orders is Cassian Andor given to carry out upon finding Galen Erso? What is he ordered to do when they find Galen Erso?
Probably the killer. I can't remember.
I will take that answer. He is ordered to execute him. What kind of droid is K2SO?
Is he a battle droid? Is I can't remember.
I believe one of your other pals might have said it earlier on in the show.
Yeah, I know, because you fight him in bloody Jedi Fallen Order. I just can't remember the kind of droid. I don't know. Pass.
Yeah, the answer I had was a reprogrammed Imperial droid. I'm sure there's an actual name for the make and model, but I'm not putting it there. Who takes over the Death Star project from director Krennic?
The only Australian man in space, whose name I can't remember.
The answer is Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh, right, yeah, shit, you're right.
I asked who took the project off of him.
See, this is why I didn't want to do this quiz this late. I'm falling asleep.
Andy clearly didn't recognise his vile stench when he came on board.
I know, exactly.
Well, I guess that last place one is secure, but we'll go to the last 2 questions anyway. On what planet do the rebels find the Death Star plans?
Is it Andor or?
It's not Andor, because Andor's a character.
Andor. Is it? I still can't remember. I've not even watched Andor.
The name of the planet is Scarif.
Yes.
Now,
I like how
Andy.
someone's going to be listening to this and like, it's this! How are you not getting it?
Andy,
It's dark way.
I don't watch Star Wars that much as I used to.
for the final question, and to put us all out of our misery, complete this quote from Saw Gerrera. It says, dying words, complete this quote. Save the rebellion.
Save the world.
The full quote is, save the rebellion, save the dream. Andy
If
Mitchell
I-
makes
But they couldn't save the dream. American dream. Dusty Rose, did it?
I'm going to agree with David Campbell and say that film's terrible.
how dare you.
The best parts of the last 5 minutes.
28 minutes until 28 points, sorry, is what Andy Mitchell will end this quiz on. He'll firmly be in last place.
The really interesting anecdote I have about Rogue One is the reason the planet is called Scarif is because Gareth Edwards went to a coffee shop somewhere, ordered coffee, and when they asked for his name, he replied, "It's Gareth," but they heard
They
it
know
as
Scarif.
Scarif, and so
That's
he took
amazing.
that as the name.
That's amazing.
I do like the
Alright.
Starbucks jokes where it's like, don't let them know that you work at Starbucks. It's like, my name's Jennifer. It's like, how are you doing, Helen?
Okay, lads, it's time to spin,
To spin.
that wheel.
Wheel.
The Rebels TV series.
Oh, boys, this might be it.
Again, you were so close to getting solo. At this rate, Daniel Campbell's probably going to get solo.
I
What was
quite
it with the
like
three?
so. I quite no. There's all the movies in that. I don't know why I can't get Empire Strikes Back, but here we
Yeah,
go.
if I'd got A New Hope, probably
Yeah.
have done much better.
Watch what happen. I'll get one of the films, and I'll just get the most deep cut questions that only true nerds will know.
Yeah.
God, right here
Then
we
I'll
go.
be like, it's this, Daniel. It's this.
It
Here we
was me,
go.
Daniel. It was me all along. All right, David. 6
Oh.
questions worth 1 point each on Star Wars
Mhm.
Rebels. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Question number 1: Who is revealed to be the informant known as Fulcrum at the end of season 1?
Okatano.
It is indeed Ahsoka Tano. Question number 2: on what planet do the main rebel team spend most of the first season? Oh, the tension. I am going to have to rush you, though. We don't have all evening. We've been here long enough.
Lothal.
It is indeed Lothal. He's on the comeback. What is the name of the master strategist brought in as an antagonist for season 3?
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh, he's for 3 so far. That title could be within his grasp. Series creator Dave Filoni provides the voice for which character in Rebels? Oh, he's got a smile on his face.
Chopper.
It is Chopper. Oh ho ho. He's right. 2 more questions. What species is the character of Hera? What species is Hera? Oh, now his hands are on the head.
There's a couple of them that are like with the long head tails. I'm going to go with Twi'lek.
That's the answer I have down. He is 5-5. Could he get a perfect round if he gets this next question right?
Thank you, Sonny
David.
Olsen.
David,
Mhm.
which Harry Potter actor voices the Grand Inquisitor in season 1?
Don't boast, Draco. There's no need with these people. It's Jason Isaacs.
Oh, the goat has pulled it back. A perfect 6.
A wheel round.
He is-
It takes me back to my FCL days there. Being able to sit with the steeple fingers, just thinking about the answer. Fantastic times.
He is on 40 points, but Daniel Campbell is 35. Daniel needs 5 to tie, but a perfect to potentially win, it seems. Revenge of the Sith. Oh, I feel confident about that.
Daniel Campbell will know this.
How are you feeling about this? Does this make you more confident, Daniel?
Well, the thing is, I haven't had the questions yet. Like the films, I'll be hopefully a bit easier to get these, but I am going to have to see as I get the questions.
All right. I have an idea for what I can do if we do a tiebreaker, if we need a tiebreaker. So, 6 questions worth a point each for Revenge of the Sith, Daniel Campbell. Here we go. What type of droids attack Obi-Wan and Anakin's ships during the opening battle sequence? Which type of droids attack Obi-Wan and Anakin's ship during the opening battle?
Vulture droids.
I have here that they're referred to as buzz droids.
Buzz droids. He
They're
says
the
it.
ones they spot in the fleet. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Number 2,
So this is where the fun begins.
Palpatine tells Anakin of the legend of what Sith Lord?
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Indeed, Darth Plagueis the Wise. Which Jedi Council member is particularly concerned about the droid attack of the Wookiees?
What about the droid attacking the Wookiees?
That was Jedi Master Ki-Adi-Mundi.
It was indeed. Man with the largest head in Star Wars.
In fact,
universe.
the replica of his head is in the background of David's thing right now.
It's my best pal.
What is the name of the other Wookiee that aids Yoda on Kashyyyk?
Tarful.
It is indeed Tarful. What is the name of the clone commander that betrays Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Commander Cody.
Commander Cody.
Adrenaline in my soul. Execute Order 66.
Now, Daniel, here's the situation we find ourselves in. If you get this question wrong, David Campbell will take it. If you get it right, we are tied and we will go to a tiebreak. Why does Darth Sidious send Anakin to Mustafar?
To execute the leaders of the Trade Federation.
I will accept that, yes.
I would challenge that.
I would
because
also accept separatists.
Because they're not the Trade Federation. The Trade Federation were only two of them. He asked them to execute the leaders of the separatist movement. Because that's all of them.
He said wipe out Viceroy Gunray, who was of the Trade Federation, and the other separatist leaders.
I'll leave it in the hands of the host. I won't argue anything.
I was going to say, it's not exactly like he was a million miles off, which takes us to 40 points apiece. And so I was not intended in this, because I like the wheel so much. I'm going to spin it. I'm going to look at my questions from that film. I'm just going to choose one of them, one of the six at random. This was fun at first, but...
I'll tell you what, pick your film and then have Andy pick a number between 1 and 6. That's a sexy question.
All right, I've picked my film. Do I know the film?
Please.
A New Hope. New Hope.
Okay.
Andy, pick a number between 1 and 6.
I will go with 5.
Number 5. Okay. What do we have? All righty. Okay, whoever gets this right wins the game. Number 5. How many credits does Ben Kenobi offer Han Solo for safe passage to Alderaan?
Daniel.
Daniel?
17,000.
And your winner. And new Quiz Showdown champion and still the champion of a galaxy far, far away. That took a bit as long as, well, some of the more recent Star Wars films, it felt like. But Daniel, yeah, I don't know how many points through those 2 rounds. Fuck it, I'm just going to say it's 41-40 because it's a tiebreaker, so fuck it.
Well, the best part about it is, see that question there?
Yeah.
That's the question I put you out on 2 years ago. Because the way I remember that is I remember this shot of Han turning, reacting to it and going, 17?
Yeah.
So that was how I remembered that.
I reckon if you had...
Congratulate Dan. I need to congratulate Dan. He showed incredible knowledge there, took it right down to the wire. And it's, you know what I mean? Like, that's competitiveness. That is what we do this for. That was unbelievable. Great performance.
So what a grueling back and forth battle. It was the Anakin and Obi-Wan of our team, that battle at the end there. But David, you were the chosen one, but Daniel had the high ground and you have been struck down.
Well, listen, there's no shame in losing in that way. Like, and the thing is, it came down to a buzzer. Daniel buzzed in quick. I'm happy with the way this went down. I'm happy that Daniel won, the champion of a galaxy far, far away. Happy to see him retain the crown.
And what's interesting about this, Daniel, is now you are the champion. But how will this affect the next Quiz Showdown? You're going to have to now compete again and not host the next Quiz Showdown in however many months' time.
Well, I mean, I was thinking we'll keep the Star Wars title for whenever we next do it, but I mean, hey, no, if I have to do that, fine. I mean,
I was going to come into this and say you're technically the Star Wars champion, so I'm still the champion. But
yeah,
I thought
I was going to say that. My thinking was you were still the champion, but in terms of the next time, I believe the next time we'll be on probably will be Royal Rumble season. So maybe I'll continue a long-held tradition from a certain McLeod and have my stab at a Rumble quiz.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I hated the Rumble quizzes. I was cheated
at
the Rumble quizzes.
Yeah, you had ADM on that one you did. This one will be a little bit different. It'll be Quiz Showdown 22, Rumbling in the Mumbling.
Oh, perfect. Well, that was Quiz Showdown 21 Star Wars edition. We went Galactic and we went far in the far reaches space, but we finally found ourselves a winner. I want to thank the men who have joined me on this epic quest. Thank you to Andy for just taking part.
It's always a pleasure, but it's good to know that if I ever need someone in a pub quiz for Star Wars specific, I'll ask these 2 nerds.
Daniel Campbell, thank you for being such a nerd, but not quite as much of a nerd as Daniel Campbell.
Listen, Daniel Campbell couldn't have happened to a nicer man. Congratulations.
And Daniel, once again, you are not only the champion of Galaxy Far Away, but for the first time, you are Quiz Showdown champion. You're the champion of your own quiz. You booked yourself to win the title, brother. You're a true wrestling carny.
Oh, I have to do it that way, brother.
Until next time, I might hold off on hosting quizzes for a long time after all of that. I have been your host, Scott McLeod. Thank you for listening / watching, whatever you choose. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.